Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lala. I'm documenting my journey from America to Africa. I'm currently in Tanzania, and if you guys see the title, you clearly understand what's going on in my journey right now. I told you guys I would be honest and transparent about my journey, and I'm broke. I'm a broke single mother in Africa, in Tanzania. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lala. I'm documenting my journey from America to Africa. I'm currently in Tanzania, and if you guys see the title, you clearly understand what's going on in my journey right now. I told you guys I would be honest and transparent about my journey, and I'm broke. I'm broke. I'm a broke single mother in Africa, in Tanzania. When I first came here, I wanted you guys to witness my uprising, all the great things about the country. But realistically, life has its ups and its downs, and it just forces us to adapt. And the further along I go on my journey, the more transparent I want to be with you guys. And currently, this is the issue that I am facing. I have been longing to create these videos. I have been longing to come to Africa, promote Africa, push Africa, you know, and when I was in New York and I was doing hair, only thing I would do is put, like, when I would watch TV with my clients, all I would put on is African content, African music. And I think I literally got on their last nerve, because it's like every client that came by, that's all I would play, because you know that's where my heart is pushing me, and just pushing. And if you ever long for something, and if you ever felt like you had a purpose, like God would just keep knocking on your door, you know. This is not a victim. I'm not a victim, you guys. I'm a pioneer. But, I'm not going to say like going through things like this aren't hard. Like, you really will go through spiritual warfare during these times. And I've gotten to a place where I have unlimited faith in God and His, plans for me, no matter what it is that I go through. Like I said, Africa's been on my brain for years since I arrived here in 2018. And, if you consistently doing something you really don't love doing and it's just a skill of yours, things will start to fall apart because you really don't have that passion and that heart to pursue what you're doing anymore. And that's what I was going through in America. And shortly before coming here, the apartment I was living in was unlivable. When I got pregnant, shortly before I lost my father, and I lost my mom in 2019. No, not 2000, I'm tripping. 2008. I was 19 years old, I believe. I'm not doing it. I might not be doing the math right, but I lost my mother in 2008, and I lost my father a year before giving birth to my daughter. I'm her sole provider. I don't discuss her father because it's like sore topic, so I don't really discuss that. But just know I'm her sole provider, and I already knew that when I embrace single motherhood, like those would be these type of things are gonna be a challenge. It was a challenge just by myself, keeping my head above water without having that guidance there and people that really just care about you to just help and assist you with life. So that's why I call myself a pioneer, because a lot of things I've had to do in my life is alone, and I've had a few people here and there that's just been there for me, and I think that's just God's blessing, honestly. But shortly before coming here, after having my daughter, I tried to relocate to Atlanta because I thought things would be cheaper and better for her, better atmosphere, and that's all I had known besides Africa that was low key. That didn't work out. Me moving to Atlanta didn't work out at all. It actually went terribly wrong, where I was forced to go back to New York, and things were going good at first, and I thought, okay, this is where I'm gonna get settled. Business is going well. Like, hair pays really well there. The type of hairstyles that I do paid really well. But as soon as I got comfortable, the house became unlivable. My landlord was extremely negligent towards my living situation. We literally had pests in the house living with us. I called pest control. They came, tried to fix the issue. The issue still persisted. If anybody knows, living with a toddler, they're gonna be crawling around on the floor before you know it. And it's not sanitary to live with pests with a toddler. So I started from square one going to New York. And now I'm at square one again. And the only way I can see it is like, if I've been rock bottom before, the only way to go is up, right? So, yeah, my landlord was extremely negligent, and it's against the law for him not to take care of the issues in his building. So I decided to save as much as I could within a limited amount of time before she started walking all around the house, and things just get increasingly bad. So I saved up my money, and honestly, the type of money I had saved, I'm like, this is not going to help me survive in America. Where is a place that I really long for, that can give me that peace and the sense of community and family that I appreciate? And I thought of Africa. And at first, I was going to go to Ghana. And at that time, I was like, I had a lot of money saved. And I had bought two $400 visas for my daughter, two $200 visas for my daughter and I. And let's just talk about repatriating, what it takes. I sold all my furniture. I sold my clothes, all my winter clothes. I was just committed. I sold everything. I started closing off my schedule, so when things change, you have to adapt. So once Ghana said, oh, we're not gonna let you go without getting no one can enter or leave their country without getting it at that time. And it's literally as soon as I put my visa application in, a day after is when he released that statement. I'm sorry, I'm not easily convinced to do something. I can't be easily coerced into doing something, so I'm not gonna go get that just to come to your country, so. And then that's when I decided on Rwanda. Rwanda was too expensive and also very strict. So then I decided Tanzania is the best place for me because it's affordable. It feels like home, I love it here. So, like, getting here, the struggles that I face is plentiful. Like, the struggles I face are enormous. Like, getting here, I was expecting a certain amount of my money. This sun keeps going away. I was expecting so much more money than what I had, because before getting here, I had returned a drone that I bought for like $700, and I was expecting a modeling check for about the same amount, and both of them were delayed. So if you know like about rent out here, you can get rent from as little as $150 a month, and upward. So for something decent. So the amount of money I had in cash and the amount of money I had expecting was all that I needed. And being in the unlivable situations that I was in, I couldn't wait a second longer to keep saving and saving to try to make a move, the type of move that I needed to make. I had to rent hotel Airbnbs weekly, until I figure out my situation. That ended up costing like at least $2,000. No, not $2,000 a month. At least $1,500 or $1,000. I think it might be like $1,500 a month that I spent on, or maybe $1,000 a month that I spent on Airbnbs, and not to mention, food, diapers, things like that end up, costing. Yeah, so I can only laugh, you guys, because I've had enough of crying. And when I first came here, it was just going to be like a personal journey, but I seen the effect that I had moving to Rwanda, because that was initially the place I was going to choose. But I saw the people that I inspire. I had numerous people contacting me about consultation, you know. And yeah, I just been trying to keep my head up through the stress. But it's definitely something that I figured out my purpose. I figured out my purpose. I'm here for a reason, and yeah, I'm not gonna let this sway me. I'm gonna stick to the plan. Like I cannot give up on my purpose. So, you know, I love it here. It's like everything that was a void in my life is filled here. The guys in my life that act like brothers, even like father figures to my daughter, like that's what I'm missing in my life. The sisterhood, you know, none of the cattiness, you know. But like the women are classy, the men are like brothers, they're like father figures, just a community. I don't feel poor here, you know. I don't, and I've just been so embraced by the community. Like I've never stayed at an Airbnb and people make me milk and tea and porridge for my daughter and just love on her and watch her while she's unattended. It's just like to see the smile. People might say I'm irresponsible, but when you see that smile on your child's face that you've never seen before, you don't want to go back to a place where they weren't happy. And a friend of mine mentioned the other day, like, because they were looking at her and they said, yo, like, she gets so happy when you're happy. And I was like, really? Because, you know, you don't see things from the outside looking. And I thought she was just happy to have, like, fresh fruits, extra attention. Yeah, that makes her happy. But ultimately, when I'm happy, she's happy. And things haven't been easy. Like, I've had many struggles here, like, trying to tape these videos, and it just doesn't feel like work to me. But to know that I'm inspiring people to move here, you know, and inspiring people to just go after their goals, like, I love helping people and I love Africa. So I'm not giving up. I found something that's not worth giving up on. It's easy to give up on a skill, a 9 to 5, but I'm sorry. I can't give up on this. If y'all are wondering how am I surviving out here, when I notice it's when you're walking on the right path and you're going through hard times. I always said I want to meet my soul tribe. I want to meet my soul tribe. But be careful what you ask for, because God sends your soul tribe when you need them. And I can't question that He blessed me with people that's just helping me along the way. friends that help me back home. People here that invite me in their home. Met a new friend, Will, and he invited me to share a room in his apartment, and I'm paying weekly $40. So I put my last 40. Well, I put some of my last that I have left on the room for the week, and I paid for groceries, and I paid for, you know, just the essentials that we need. And how they are here, like they eat like big meals throughout the day. Like they eat chips, which is French fries with ketchup or spicy sauce, chili sauce, and Kari loves it, and I love it, and you know, that's just how it is here. So that's why I don't feel poor here, because people look out for one another. So he charged me that, and so I'm paying that, and yeah, it's just amazing how I ran into him because at this moment, because boy, I needed his help. Like I said, y'all, I'm not giving up. I know this is what God has called me to do, so I'm staying, and I'm gonna pick myself up from the bottom to the top. I've done it before many times, and I will do it again. And while I'm facing this journey, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me, because I feel like it's something y'all need to see. People always show you like the good side. I'm a black single mother. I go through things. I face struggle just like everyone else. I think people just need to start being more honest. So that's why I made this video, and to also offer those people who may be going through anything to just keep pushing. God will not leave you. And I know He didn't bring me this far to leave me here. I know He hasn't given up on me. And I will not give up on Him or my purpose. So, pioneers, this is life, and thank you for walking along with me on my journey. This is definitely not my last video. I'm going to be taking you guys along with me through my day-to-day and just show you how things persist here and what's going to happen for me. Am I going to completely just fail, or can I build myself from the bottom to the top in Africa? Let's see. Thank you once again for watching. It's Lala.